Hello YouTube, this is Masi. Welcome to my channel. What's the name of my channel? Let's Talk with Masi. Anyways, so the title of my video today is why did it take me more than 8 years to start my YouTube channel? Well, let's get started. I'm just kidding. We're not gonna go anywhere because there's really nowhere to go. I just started. This is my first video, and I don't know anything about anything. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going with the flow here. There's not gonna be any editing or anything like that. Everything's just gonna stay this way. So if I mess up or say stupid things, well, I guess it's just gonna stay. So you're getting it the way it is. So let's get started. Why did it take me so long to start my YouTube video? Well, very simple. Because back then, I didn't think that YouTube was a thing. I just thought that, okay, well, it's YouTube. I can find stuff that I need, tutorials or makeup on anything, tutorials on, house projects or any kind of information that I needed. I would go on YouTube. I wouldn't really watch YouTube as much as I do now. And I had people around me that would tell me, hey, excuse me, why don't you open your YouTube channel? And I was like, for what? Like, that's stupid. What the fuck? Like, why am I going to open YouTube? For what? Like, no. And so I just never really paid attention to it. I mean, I was living my life. I was working. I was, doing my own thing at the time. And I didn't have time for that. For, YouTube. I was busy. So what changed? Well, unemployed. Almost homeless. I mean, I'm living with my nephew. This is my nephew's house, and I'm staying with him. But if he wasn't in the picture, then I'd probably be homeless. I came here to his house because he called me and he asked me if I could come over and like help him remodel. Well, I wouldn't say remodel just because remodel is like a big word. When you hear the word remodel, you're picturing like, throwing down walls and like putting up this big kitchen and things like that. We didn't really like remodel it. We kind of made the house look pretty. Let's just put it like that. Wasn't any major changes or anything like that. He wanted to save as much money as he could because just painting his house was going to cost him roughly like $1,500. And I did it for $230 with, materials and everything. So, just trying to save him as much money as I could. And we, we made the kitchen look pretty. Let's just say it like that. We kind of it wasn't a we, it was an I, because, he was working. But we fixed the kitchen and painted the cabinets and changed the countertops and put the backsplash and, things like that to make the house look pretty. But anyway, so since I got here, he told me, hey, why don't you open a YouTube channel? And I was like, why am I opening a YouTube channel? Like, that's stupid. We can show people what you're doing. And I was like, no, because people, they don't even like me in person. They're not going to like me online either, So I was just, doing my own thing, fixing the house. And I find myself without a job. I did have a job throughout this pandemic situation. I worked at a, what is it called? A home improvement store. Let's just put it that, the orange one with the home, And I was working there from April, the beginning of April to like end of July. So I worked there for a little bit over 90 something days. And the reason I stopped working there was because there was one of the employees who I just couldn't. I couldn't. You know, it was one of those people that doesn't really say anything, but it's like behind your back doing all these nasty things. And I'm not the kind of person that likes trouble. You know, I don't talk to anyone. I don't um, get in trouble with anyone. I mind my own business. And she was just like, going and just doing shit that it was just annoying. And one day I was fed up. I didn't say anything. I never complained. I just kind of like sucked it up and I was like, whatever, I'll just deal with her bullshit. Who cares? And then there was this one day that I guess I was on my days or something. I don't know what happened. But I got to work and then shit hit the fan and I just couldn't stay quiet anymore. And I was like, fuck this. I don't need this. So I quit. And of course, my managers, the company is a great place to work. And the people there were great. And my managers were like, don't go anywhere. We'll put you somewhere else. We'll find another spot for you. And I had applied, to a designer position, which had opened up while I was there. And I applied and I was just waiting on my interview because I do have experience with like remodel and stuff like that. You'll eventually find out a little bit more about me, but I applied, and when this happened, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I don't want this anymore. Like, I don't want to be around this person because it doesn't matter where you send me, she's gonna be bugging me, and I don't need that shit around me. I was already under so much stress. I didn't need that. I don't like negativity of any sort, of nothing around me. So I quit. And I came to the house and I told my nephew, hey, this is what's going on. And my nephew was like, you'll be fine. You'll find a job in a week. Because all the companies opened up again because, with the COVID and everything, they kind of figured out a way. And so all the companies, started opening and you just had to wear the mask or whatever and follow their policies or whatnot. And I was like, yeah, sure, 1 week. And then 1 week came. And there was nothing. So then 2 weeks came and nothing. So this week is going to be my 3rd week out of work. I don't have any more money left because I wasn't even making that much money anyways. And I never worked for anybody before. I had my own company. I did my own thing. I worked with like insurance and business consulting and immigration and things like that. I would advise people. Most of the people that I worked with were Hispanic, and so they would come to me, and obviously I wouldn't charge for like any like guidance or advisement or anything like that. I would only charge if I actually had to do something for them. Then that's when I would charge. But any like advisement or me recommending them somewhere, things like that, like I wouldn't charge any money, for anything. Just because I'm not a lawyer, so I can't be charging. The best thing I could do is tell you, hey, this is what you need. You need to go find this person. It could either be like a lawyer or like a I don't know, one doctor or whatever it is that they needed. Then I would just tell them where to go. But there's people that would actually charge. But anyways, I didn't charge. So I did, a lot of things for them. I did translations. I did what else did I do? Like help them pay their fines. I would go to court and like guide them, where they should go, yada, 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 whatever. So I always worked for myself. And then I also helped my father in his business, with the importing, exporting, and logistics and things like that. So I always had money coming in. Yeah. So my dad hasn't sent me anything because, he hasn't had anything for me. But, if he did, then he would definitely send me something. But as of right now, like there's nothing there for me. And it's, everybody, we've all been struggling for the past few months. So my nephew came to me like around February, March, I don't know. And he was like, you should open your YouTube channel. I was like, what for? There's already like 1 million YouTubers out there. They don't need another one. There's already enough stupid people out there. Like, I don't need to be out there. And he's like, no, you should try it. People are going to like you. And there's so many things that they can learn from you because you're really smart. And I was like, whatever. So that's that. So I was talking to my dad on Wednesday of last week. And we were having this conversation, and he's, he was talking about investing and this and that in the stock market, and he was talking to me, and he's like, Nano, which is my nephew, he goes, Nano was calling me and asking me for advice on this and this and that. He's like, and so I uploaded some videos for him. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I uploaded some videos for him on YouTube. I opened a channel. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, so you're telling me that my father's an influencer and I'm not? And I was just like, I just kind of started going on my dad, like going off of my dad. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, you are now an influencer. Like, you have a YouTube channel. My father, who's 60 years old, has a YouTube channel, things like that. And so he started laughing, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to your channel, and I'm gonna subscribe, and I'm gonna watch your channels. And so I watched his videos. So I watched his videos, and very interesting videos. I mean, because he talks about how to do investments and things like that. They're in Spanish, so if you're watching this, you probably, if you're not bilingual, then you won't understand. But if you are, then you're more than welcome to see my dad's videos. But anyways, point is that I was talking to him. I was like, you know what? Nano has been telling me to open a YouTube channel, and I just don't know. And so he's like, well, it's a good idea. Like, you have a lot of material to talk. There's a lot of things that you've done. There's, this and this and that. And I was like, but I mean, there's already a lot of people out there who already have. And he's like, well, guess what? There's a lot of people out there that they just have a channel and they just bring like stupid content, and I'm sure you could do something great. And he just kind of, talked to me and encouraged me, and my nephew did as well. So I decided to go ahead and do this because, I mean, what else can I lose, right? I'm already unemployed. So it's not like, and I mean, I could show you my cell phone. Like, you could go through my email and just see, like, I've applied to so many jobs. It's not even funny. Hold on. It's not even funny. Like, there's so many jobs that I've applied that there's no more jobs to apply to. So then I started applying to online jobs, like remote, I don't know, like business sales representative, or like a business development, or customer service, or even receptionist. Like, I don't care. I just applied, and nobody calls me. Nobody calls me. And so I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I mean, I know this is not going to bring money tomorrow or anything like that. And honestly, I'm not, thinking that it's going to bring money like tomorrow. All I'm trying here is something new. And honestly, I want to use my channel to just talk about anything and everything. And it's going to be my own opinion of whatever it is that I'm talking about, or whatever people want me to talk about, if I ever get subscribers, of course, because, I don't think anybody's going to see me. But if they do, if you guys do see me, then, thank you. And subscribe. Or don't. Just leave me a message. Leave me a comment so I can talk about something. I don't know. We're going to use this channel to just talk and hang out. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So, I decided to open my YouTube channel and start out with something and see where it goes. Like, I want to be kind of like, the makeup artists, how they kind of like watch their videos from like 5 or 6 or 7 years ago, and they're like, oh, I'm recreating my look from my first video from like a million years ago. And, I want to kind of do the same. I want to be like, okay, so let's see, where was I 5 years ago? And then just kind of go from there and be like, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? Like, just kind of have fun with it. So yeah, we are going to talk about everything and anything and nothing, and just kind of see where we go. And hopefully people like it and you start commenting, and we can actually have contact. And if I look down, it's because I have my notes here. This is what I have. And I'm trying to do this as fast as possible because I already did a video earlier in Spanish, and it's called the same but in Spanish. And so, yeah, I have like little titles that I can use for the next 2 months in case I don't have any subscribers and I don't have any ideas or anything. I can start, putting something out there to talk about. Because until I have people following me and I have comments on my videos, I kind of have to go with the flow and kind of work and do something on my own, right? But yeah, so this is what my channel is going to be about. Anything you talk to me about, it's going to stay here in this channel. It's not going to go anywhere. So feel free to comment. And let's just go from there and see where we're at in 5 years. I mean, what else can we do, right? And then, of course, I will keep you posted if I found a job, if what I'm going to be doing, if where I'm going to be going, or whatever. I was talking to my fiance, and he was like, yeah, go ahead, and open your channel or whatever. And I just feel so dumb. I just feel so stupid because I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully people like it and we can get somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyways, I don't want to bore you guys. I don't want to like talk too much about, I don't know, anything and everything. So I'm going to let you go. And I'll see you next time with another video with an actual something in it. We'll see. Anyways, see you later, guys.